position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Will kick it off to get us underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And this kick will be marked down just inside the 45-yard line. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Now, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The play-action fake. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Quarterback will keep it. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. No hesitation from this. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Catch in the middle, it's Fletcher. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
Got enough for the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Beck. With the catch, it's Marion. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. The Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Canes! The extra point here would tie the game.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Gets rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Baxter. They make the stop with the sweet throwing catches. Plenty to give them a first down. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Grab near the sticks. It's Wingo. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on second and long. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. And some room to work. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Longhorns are threatening on first and goal. Jackrabbit. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
This is a designed run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the ground game. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Back to throw, it's Beck. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Here comes the Texas offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you'll come.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. We played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year in college. I got hit multiple times.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Makes the catch. It's Bauman. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. Got room at the 35. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down from the gun. Give on the inside. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's going to bring this one out. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Blasted as he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Manning. That's caught, it's Wingo. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Really nice job by the quarterback. Hey, a lot of quarterbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
To the air on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Man, these slant routes, you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time, he gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy throw. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Leaves it with the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Beck. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The run to the right. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He works his way inside with 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Great job by the back on the option.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by a field goal over Illinois. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to pass, it's back. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Looking to fire. He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do.
Oh, a lot of space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fletcher. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the grab. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Manning. They're working that left side.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to take a shot on second and short. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
And the Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Baxter. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kick it off to start the second half. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback.
He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Wingo. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
Wants to throw. It's Manning. Lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Gets it out quickly. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot in a sudden change situation. Let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
And off from the shotgun.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let them go to work.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver. And
touchdown, Canes! They take the lead with the 6.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Makes a pass to Martin. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Oh, I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
And the Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room, it's Baxter. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Wants to adjust the pattern. A designed run for the quarterback. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Manning. A little release to the back. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Snagged out of the air. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Run in the red zone. It's Baxter. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
It's complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Let's it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking downfield, it's back. Pressure coming. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this...
Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Gibson. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Eastern Michigan is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 10 till a week.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Power football with the run. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Dropping back, it's Manning. It's complete on the right side. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This offense had to feel they were in the weeds a little bit, but they stayed in the fight, and now you get a break, and you feel better about everything.
And isn't it crazy? Sometimes those little breaks you get just create the momentum you need to get back in the football game. It takes a little bit of luck. Got a good break there.
Got him downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. I don't know about this decision. Tie game, fourth quarter. They're lining up for an onside kick. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Marion. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody...
He'll take the deep shot. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it first and 10 inside the 30. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Miami! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
That last completion sets him up on second down. To throw, it's Manning. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Baxter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that last completion, it's second down. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Executing, the offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. Every play magnified in the 4th quarter, and you just get the thing tied up, and the kickoff goes out of bounds to give up field position. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Pulls it in. It's Marion. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I think it's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football, and making sure I was in bounds.
If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. throws for the tight end. That's reeled in. It's Bauman. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so at the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You can feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy. But you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Using the quick game. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. The quick out. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
Looking to throw on first down. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Now improvising. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Under fire. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. And
interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
a touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be fourth down at the 41. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Texas.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. To the air, it's Beck. Makes the grab on the left. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Got it in the middle, it's Daniels. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Man down on the play as you... Let's take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snags it! Touchdown, Canes! They take the lead here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Gibson. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
On the snap, it's Gibson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the direct snap, it's Gibson. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Direct snap. It's Owens. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Longhorn! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
interest in another overtime. They'll go for 2 and the win. Quarterback keeper. They did not get it, and they'll lose the game by 1. Pushed all the chips to the middle of the table in overtime, and it did not pay off. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching